Oh man, y'all wow, man. Cause you know what would have happened? That's almost a murder case. Cause you know what would have happened if the police would have tried to pull me over? If I would have got pulled over and they would have tried to take me without me knowing that this exists.
Yeah.
I mean, you crazy. I'm not, man, are you crazy?
Big boy neighborhood, beautiful day in the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. Back in the neighborhood, Ali Siddiq in the neighborhood, man. And I'm just, I don't know where we start at. You know, but we were just kind of talking off air, and I was telling him, I said, man, I got a sty on my eye, and I never get styes.
Yeah.
And he was like, what did you say? I got to pull my eyelash.
Yeah, pull your eyelashes.
All righty. And I was like, man, I said, he coming with all this black shit. I'm like, man, next thing you tell me, you know, pour 7-Up in my eye. You know, yeah, you got to take your finger big, and you got to lick your finger and cross your. Oh no, that's bad luck. That's bad
man,
luck.
I'm with stuff like that. I'm gonna give you the right remedy because if you got to wash your eye, I'm gonna tell you go get some real eye wash from the store.
Yeah,
you know, I'm old. I need to know. I need somebody to blame.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like, you know, man, I use
you
this.
See this? You see this? What happened?
That's what I said. I was gonna blame you. You know what I'm saying? Start having me digging in my eyelashes and everything. But I was just talking to him. I said, man, it's crazy because you know how you did the one thing was like, man, when you get a certain age, you can't just, you know, hop off of stuff like you used to.
Not at all.
Man, did you see Kid Cudi jump off the stage?
No.
Let me tell you, bro. Kid Cudi's 40 now, right?
Yep.
Oh, he's still 40.
Yeah, but even at 40, when he was walking up to the end of the stage, I knew. I was like, oh, this ain't good. This ain't good. Look at the footage of Kid Cudi.
But look how gingerly he walking.
Exactly. That's when I knew.
Ooh, I'm talking about leg broke.
Yeah,
leg broke.
it is.
that leg dead. It's dead.
And it is, bro. He finished the end of Coachella from the concrete.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Did you try to jump down with some Cortezes on?
Yeah,
bro. Cortez is an uneven shoe.
Oh
from the
man,
beginning.
you might as well jump in some Cortez if you want to really hurt your whole foot.
Man.
Converse All Stars. There's just some things that you don't do, and you were talking about, man, how even now you said, man, you'll hold the rail.
Yes, man, going up something because
Oh, yeah.
I've been in a stadium going up, and they feel like everybody watching me anyway.
Oh, yeah, bro.
And I'm like, okay, do I trot up these steps? And that leg was like, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
try
ahead.
it.
That knee buckled. I said, let me go and grab this rail.
Oh, yeah.
For
Yeah,
these,
do
for
the
these
pull.
nachos. For these nachos.
Oh man, I do the rail up and down now.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man,
Ain't
I'm
no
cool.
shame.
Yeah.
It's
And then
ain't no
now
shame.
everybody's recording something. Just when you think that you made it, it's gonna be one person that got you.
Let me give you a little old man tip.
All right, go ahead.
Going up, you can grab.
Right.
And ain't no shame in that because it's steep. Everybody know that. But coming down, don't grab the rail. Just lean your hip on it. Put your hip on it, and you kind of
And look cool with it.
Yeah, you kind of.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you where I'm at.
Measure. Make sure you look at all the rail, because see, I didn't see somebody use that rail and then don't. It's a gap.
That
right
gap
there.
between the rail. Hell yeah.
Now there's somebody lap with the nachos.
You end up in row 36, seat 1. Like, just on top of. So did we go to high school together? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. But yeah. And I'm on the point too now, man. You could tell. Have you ever seen the person that use it's either the left or the right, but it's always that left foot that hit it. Left, or it's that right. That right. Yeah, man. Like my son skip, run up all day, bro. Jump on things. He's 17. I'm like, bro, yeah, that's gonna stop one day.
He can use both legs.
Yeah.
My son 13. He can use both legs. I'm one leg strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm one leg heavy.
Oh yeah. You
left all the way. Left all the way. Right coming down.
Yeah. You know your dominant leg. I always say to myself, man, I had these legs long enough to know, you know what they good for.
I didn't know I had a dominant leg until I got to 50.
Hey man, I was at my son's soccer game one time. My son and daughter's soccer game, and where I parked at, I had to hop a little fence. And when I got to the top of that fence, I was like, man, do I really want to go to this game? You know, because I had to jump down from it. Okay. And when I jumped down, I was like, oh, okay, well, that was cool. But I almost had a Kid Cudi moment.
Okay, so around my house, I have a 7-foot fence. I don't know how I get locked out. First of all, I'm too grown. I'm too grown to be locked out of my house.
Yeah, man.
So I'm locked out, but I can get in. I can get in if I just jump the fence, because the fence is locked from the inside. If I just jump the fence, and then I can just go in from the back. I climbed up the fence, and I looked down, I said, no. And I just climbed back down. I said, I just wait on my family.
Yeah.
Because I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to jump over, and then my feet going to hit the ground, and my leg going to do some weird something.
Yep.
And then my kneecap going to come off.
Yep.
And my dog not going to help me.
No, he's going to look at
me. He's going to look at me.
And then whoever you could have sat peacefully and waited on, you got to lay painfully and wait on them. Yeah, man. Have you ever did the thing where you say, like, you walking like, man, I know there's a gap in this gate somewhere. like I know there's a gap somewhere. Let me just walk to this gap.
When at night, I think I'm gonna give me a life alert.
Right. Oh, really? Though?
I think I'm gonna get it, because let me tell you, when you fall outside, so it's cold, and I'll go out to get the dog to bring him in to put him in his kennel, but it's like some type of ice, something happened in the middle of the morning. Like, so everybody's asleep. So I run out, I get him, and I tell him, don't run, because it's slick out here. He gets out, he yanks, I slip, and I'm on the ground. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what's wrong with my legs. It's like I'm paralyzed, and I'm just outside, just laying on the ground. I'm like, I can't die in front of my house.
Yeah, man. And that's when you start thinking, too, it's cold out here, too. Jesus Christ.
And I managed to sneak my paralyzed body to the inside the garage, and I got to the door, and the door's out, and I'm beating on the door with my head. I'm just boom.
Oh,
boom,
you
boom,
hurt.
Boom, boom. Yeah, I'm hurt. And I'm beating on the door with my head, and my son came down after like 14, 15 agonizing minutes.
Right.
Of beating on that thing. I was making beats.
Right. Send that to Kendrick. Like, man, like, send this to Kendrick or Drake. One of them gonna need this, man. I know I didn't get no CTE for nothing.
My son just opened the door like, Daddy, what are you doing? Man, I'm dead out here. Don't ask me. What you think I'm doing? You think I'm just laying in this garage muddy for no reason?
Like, man, let me lay in the ice. Let me slide on my back.
My dog is in his kennel. He's in his kennel just... So you just went in. You don't need the door closed or nothing.
He got where he need to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you live with what city or state?
Houston.
Oh yeah, because Houston been getting some weather that's been like, what the hell?
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
But we ready. We got trucks.
Right. But see, with me, bro, you know how you could be somewhere where it snows and people know how to walk fast and jump on the ice?
Yeah.
I'm from here. I'm from Cali. Yeah. So I don't know how to snow walk. So when you see somebody that know how to jump out, know how to walk on the ice or walk on the snow, bro, I'm real slow with it, bro.
I'm gonna be who I am. I gotta be real about this. I don't want to say this behind y'all back and just say it in Houston. So a lot of people from California have moved to Houston.
Oh yeah.
And not only can y'all not snow walk, y'all can't drive either. So yeah, we would like y'all get all y'all California folk out of our city, because this driving that y'all doing, all this space between these cars, we don't like it.
Oh really?
Yeah, we don't
like caution.
No.
That's how you get your license here. They tell you to leave.
No, it's one car. It's not 13 cars. It's one car.
Right.
It's
right.
like, this is how much space is between these cars. This in Houston, this is how we drive. One car. You stop on your brakes, I got a whole car.
Let me tell you.
13 cars.
It depends on what part of LA or California you're from. Because, see, what we do is that we give ourselves, it's called stab out wiggle room. Just in case something going down and you being cut from that cloth, you know stab out wiggle room.
Yes,
like, wait, hold on, what's going on? Just bam! You can't block me in. You know what I'm saying?
Man, in Houston, that don't work. I'm talking about,
okay.
And I'm talking about, we are giving y'all, do you understand when you getting hunked down from all sides? Everybody this is you, sir. And this is not everybody on both sides.
And that's Southern hospitality. Y'all probably giving us a little leeway first, too. Like, come on, man.
Man, I done drove past people with California plates. I know they just got here. I'm doing like this. Go! Drive your car!
You got other cars like, man, forget it. Just driving through them.
Just everybody, and everybody looking like, say, bro, what are you doing?
Man.
We don't do this. Hey, man, we tight out here.
Ollie, sorry that is safety first here.
This is NASCAR, baby.
Okay, sorry that is safety first.
This is tactical. This is like being in Afghanistan.
Hey, man, there's somebody in Houston right now that's saying, man, I'm glad you said it.
Yeah.
Because haven't you seen now with Atlanta, have you seen these shirts that say we full?
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know when people start coming to your town. Like if you're going to live here, man, either live by the rules, know the spacing. Atlanta, we full. Like, stop coming here.
Hey, I'm gonna do a Houston. Hey, we at capacity.
Yeah.
Like, we good. Hey man, I don't know. See, California.
Like, stop abusing our taxes.
Yeah, California and Chicago found out that we was cool because once New Orleans came there.
Right.
Once we allowed Katrina. Hey man, let me tell you something. I had never protested black people before.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Until I'm on the PTA at my children's school. I'm a good father.
Yes, sir.
And so I don't know about other people's school system. I just know about ours, and we're kind of upper echelon.
Oh, go ahead.
In school systems.
Right.
So we try to educate our citizens,
Mm-hmm.
and so I don't think New Orleans has the same type of vigor about themselves.
No.
And so then they was like, oh, we need to bring some kids in from New Orleans due to Katrina, and I was on the board. And I was like, oh well, this I got outvoted, but
you did voice your
I
opinion.
did voice my opinion.
Right.
I said, no, my daughter came home and she said, because she was in 3rd grade, she was like, hey, it's a new boy in our class. I said, what's his name? He said, Ramon. I said, how is he? He said, he's 13. I said, wait a minute.
Wait.
I said, wait a minute. Ramon is 13. You in the 3rd grade. I don't think you're supposed to be 13.
Right. Yeah, usually you about 3rd grade, like 8. 9 if you pushing, and something happened with the birth year.
Your birthday, you got to carry over your birthday, but my daughter was 8. You know what I'm saying? And she was gifted.
He had a learner's permit.
I'm like, he's 13. Hey, we gonna have to vote different.
Right.
Yeah, can we revote? And I wanted them out.
Like, what sport did they hold you back for? How many holdbacks you get? Like, yeah, man. Like, by high school, man, it's gonna be against the law for you to come to class.
Man, it was crazy. I was like, yeah, their school system was different than ours, and we had to step in, and hey, we need to open up some special schools for them,
right,
to catch them up. But I've been in privy to that, just being in Houston, coming from one neighborhood to another neighborhood.
Now, are you from Houston?
Yeah.
Okay, born and raised?
I'm Houstonian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know it's your whole face crunched up when I ask you that question too. Yeah.
Yeah,
he dropped his octave and everything. He was like, yeah, we gotta get a special school. You from Houston? Yeah, I'm from Houston. Yeah.
You see, that's people gotta represent. Some people don't represent where they from, and I represent Houston, H-Town.
Hey man,
fullest.
when I had Toby, I don't even say the last name anymore.
The wig.
Yeah, man, and I think about that all the time. When we had Toby and Fat in the neighborhood, and they told me I was saying the name right, and then it took you to come 6 to 8, 9 months later to tell me it was wrong and get him on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And as a righteous brother, I was like, man, I think about this more than you think. He should have told me.
Yeah, he be giving people grace.
Right.
Like, oh, they can't really say it. I'm like, well, why?
You got to make them say it.
You got to make them say your name.
Yeah.
It's very important. It's very important. So
my man said, yeah, brother, you got it.
Yeah.
And then here you come. Man, my bubble was like, you was like, hold on. Boop. No, you didn't. You popped my bubble like I'm up.
Because even with the spelling of your name, and I think people don't understand how important this is. Like, I was on another satellite radio station that they playing my album, right? And I thought about it, like I wasn't getting any money from it. And then one of my friends, Liz, shout out to Liz, my attorney, she I sent her a picture from Reg Rose. He was just, bigging me up. And he took a picture of it and they had my name spelled wrong. So I sent it to Liz. Liz sent it over to them. They had checks waiting on me that they didn't know what to send, that was getting sent back.
How were they? Because you're double D, right?
Yeah, double D, but it's S-I-D-D-I-Q. They had a S-A.
Yeah,
like because most people try to act like it's Raphael Siddiq.
Right.
His name is. I told him before his name is spelled wrong.
Right.
I told him
because you would do that. You know what I'm saying? You
said,
just go around everywhere and just kill dreams and just bring people back down to earth. Huh?
I saw him at the party. I said, "Hey man, you need to spell your name right."
Yeah.
Man. he's like, what?
Hey man, you want everybody to be on a low horse, huh? Yeah, I know this brother want everybody. Hey, get off that horse. Get off that horse. Get off that high one. Come on down here. You know you said that, brother. When I booked him, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go in there and tell him how he said that name wrong." He was like, "Yeah, bucket list." Next is Raphael Siddiq.
But the thing is, I would want you to say it correctly, because
and that's what I was going in for.
If somebody was saying your name, I'm like, I don't think that's how you say.
Like
your
my
name.
thing is Big Boy from Outkast, right? He's BIGBOI all day. I'm BIGBOY, right? So even when somebody go to book, like, oh, we love to have somebody such and such on with Big Boy. As soon as I see that, my producer know, oh, he ain't gonna accept this. Just on the name, bro.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Because you earned it.
Yeah.
Now this new thing. How do you feel about this new thing? Not that I'm interviewing you, but I just want just your take on it. I don't like this new courtesy thing that they trying to do, like at airports and banks. I don't want to be called by my first name.
Right.
Because you don't know me.
Right.
And I'm from the South, and I know they trying this new thing, but I don't like when they call me by my first name, because my mother you wouldn't call my mother by her first name. She's 70 years old. Why you wouldn't address her as Miss her last name? You know, and they call you by, well, we trying to be more personal, but I don't want to be personal with you because I don't know you.
That's real.
Like, so somebody got together and said, it's better that we call people by their first names and show absolutely no respect. Like, I'm just like, you are just, hey, what's up, Robert?
Yeah,
like,
man.
I don't know you.
And then wait till I introduce myself. Like, even with me going as Big Boy, everybody call me Big or Big Boy, whatever. So when somebody go like, hey, Kurt, I'm like, did I introduce myself to you as Kurt? You know what I'm saying? Like, just continue to. Or as people say, yeah, you know, what do I call you? I don't feel comfortable calling you Big. I say, oh yeah, you call me Big Boy. You call me Big. All right, what like comfortable? Like my first, like I don't call myself, you know, Nig Boy. You know what I'm saying? I said, like, be comfortable with what I tell you. I don't feel comfortable.
Did you come to tell me that you don't feel comfortable calling me by what millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people?
Yeah, I get it all the time,
Call
bro.
me.
I get it all the time, bro.
People, I think, in my line of work, people try to find a way to make me uncomfortable, even though my comedy is not to make people uncomfortable.
Right.
I don't have uncomfortable comedy. I have relatable comedy to what you're probably experiencing at this particular time in your life. So if I've been on stage for 1 hour 30, and this is the first thing that you would like to say to me when you in the meet and greet, I didn't know you was this short.
Oh man. Holding up the line.
I say I'm 5'7" all the time. You came up here like I'm not proud to be. Well, you know I'm 50, right? I've been 5'7" since the 8th grade.
Right. Like, I'm good in the skin I'm in.
I haven't grown since the 8th. Like, I used to be a center. You know what I'm saying? And then the next year I was not.
Right. I've been here. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, really? I did not know that until you walked up to me this many years later and announced that to me.
And this is coming from people who have on heels. So you came to tell me that you have a functioning delusional problem do you think that you're this height?
Right.
Because if you take this shoe off,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that you were 4'11".
Right.
I didn't know, but the thing was, I wasn't thinking about it either.
Right. Yeah, and that wasn't gonna be the first thing. Like, we got 4 more coming. Oh my God, look how short you are.
Hey, and then, hey man, I see you picking up weight. Okay. You saw me during Ramadan. I'm back to my regular size.
Right, yeah.
I know you think that
you saw me from down there sun up to sundown, not doing anything by mouth.
I know you thought that I was 120 naturally. Right. No, sir. 180.
Like, man, stop releasing these Ramadan pictures. People can setting up GoFundMes.
Hey, my Ramadan picture, I need y'all to add weight to the picture. Because it put me at 180. Well,
hey, man, let me tell you, I've been on this program where I'm losing even more weight. Like, like Ali, I was over 500 pounds, right, at one point. And so now I got gastric bypass like 20 years ago. And even in September, I started this 10X thing with eating different, working out, all this stuff. So I'm losing weight. And now I'm like, dude, I went from one extreme to the other. Now I'm trying to gain weight because I get it, man.
It's I fluctuate.
You lost more weight?
Yeah, I fluctuate. I go up and down, and people do you dirty when you gain weight. Oh, I see you gaining weight with the sarcasm. Then when you lose weight, and then it's whispers. Hey,
oh yeah.
Hey, you seen Lee?
Is he good?
Yeah, he be on that road. I think he's sick a little bit. He even got sick.
Oh yeah.
This is the reason I stopped cycling because of black people. Black people do me dirty. So
it's always your own kind.
Yeah, I buy a bike trying to cycle with the little people in my little gated community, and then I buy this bike. Bike cost me $1,800.
Jesus Christ!
You know what I'm saying?
More than I could have got 4 of my 5, 8, 6, 7 of my first cars with that.
Let me tell you something. When I went to get this bike, because this white guy Steve sent me over there.
So you had to buy it too.
Bike planetarium.
Right.
I go in there and I'm looking at the little bikes. I say, hey, my man, what's the price of this bike? He's talking about, it's on there. I said, no, it's a SKU number on here.
Right, yeah.
It's definitely a SKU number. He's talking about, no, that's the price. I say, with a comma? Yeah. Man, first of all, I grew up having
You're like, I just want one.
Is it a pack of bikes?
Right. My wife can get her own.
The man tell me that's how much the bike costs.
Oh, yeah.
You can run with it. I said, see.
Explain
I don't want to run with it. I want to ride it.
Yeah.
I don't
make this make sense.
I got the cheapest bike, a Giant, 1,800, and we got the little lock-in shoes. So I've had a terrible experience with them lock-in shoes. You got to practice with them. They tell you in the parking lot, go outside in the parking lot and ride around.
Right.
Now, black people, I got it.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I've been riding a bike since I was 5.
Yeah, put the bike in there. Now there's another older white man that was in there. He bought a bike too. He out there. I'm talking about look at him out there looking goofy. He got the helmet on and he got that circle in the parking lot. I said, yeah, out there looking goofy. That's me, right? So now I take the bike home and I'm cycling. I'm doing my thing. Car come. I forget a little bit. I'm used to BMX. Slide a little bit. Oh, so when I go down, I'm the little crank just going back. I'm upside down. I'm just saying I'm upside down. Bike is in the air because I tried to. How you try to put your foot down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you locked in, so you got to practice how to get out of it. You got to twist your foot. And I'm thinking you can just come off now.
Don't they usually teach you that in the parking lot?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't take the class. I didn't take the little class. I should have been out there looking goofy.
Yeah, man. But you rather look goofy out on the street in actual time, though.
I'm talking about my neighbor come by. I'm upside down. He just, Hey, man, what you doing upside down?
Was it a Caucasian neighbor?
Yes.
He probably went home and told his wife, like, I told you.
I told you. Yes, he should have been looking goofy.
Yeah, that damn ally. He out there on his bike. I told you, honey.
So then I get word on the street.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm out cycling. Word on the street. I'm in the barbershop. My boy come, hey, man, you all right, boy? I said, why, what's up?
It's never bite, see?
Why, what's up? He told me, yeah, man. Well, I heard you lost your truck, boy. I said, what? Yeah, you ride here on a bike. Where your bike at?
See?
Now I done lost my
truck.
It's
hard times. Hard times put you on a bike.
Now I'm just, man, what's wrong with you?
You good, man?
You good? I thought your little career was doing better than that, man. What's going on with you?
Whole different kind of domino effect, man. Just money just like, oh, man. You
over there dwindling, all that spending, man.
Hey, man, it's this one thing, man. It's a video where this dude walk up and his boy is sitting on the porch, but you never see the guy. But you see the guy sitting on the porch, and he's like, hey, man, what's up, man? I just got, but he agreed. I'm like, hey, what's happening? What's happening? The dude on the porch. And he's like, yeah, man, I just got my income tax check. He was like, oh, let's go get something to drink. And so you see the dude like, oh, you got your income tax check, huh? Oh, nah, I'm cool. He's like, yeah, it's supposed to come, but now I went to the bank. I can't even cash it. Oh, you can't? Every time he would go negative, the dude would get happy for him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same way where it's like, man, like, no, so your truck gone, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you on that bike, huh? Yeah. No, my truck is cool. Oh, it's cool?
Oh, you good?
Yeah. All right,
I ain't see your little bike out there. I heard you was down. I heard you was down, boy.
Yeah. Want to see it, man. You know, I'm going to take something off that haircut, too.
Man, and this is my cousin.
Oh, damn.
My cousin,
Right.
yeah, bro, heard you was down, boy. It's because he one of them cousins that he don't want you to be doing the best in the family.
Oh, yeah. Hell no.
He in definitely competition with you. Yeah, but you heard what I got, huh? Brand new truck, boy.
Yeah.
Brand new used truck, boy.
Hey, man, and that's that thing when you tell him how much the bike was, you're like, yeah, now you pull up, he got to have a bike. Like, yeah, that was $1,800. Guess how much this is?
Yeah.
$1,825. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. $1,825, man, before taxes.
Yeah, before taxes, baby.
Hey, man. So what's going down? You perform. You got another Domino Effect that's coming?
Yeah, we have we up to 4.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, we up to 4. We premiered 3 on Moment.
You love success, huh?
I'm trying to be invested in it.
He was like, man, I ain't gonna change what's working. I'll change these jokes.
Not what's crazy is I just started going out for something different in the business.
What does that mean?
Like I get this when I talk. I gotta have a lot of comedy acquaintances, and then I have my comedy friends. So when they talk, some of them say they bored in comedy.
Right.
And the people ask me, what's the state of comedy in this atmosphere?
Especially now, huh?
So, and I explain to people, that's actually not a part of comedy. What's happening now is not actually a part of the comedy conversation. Just think about it. Netflix is a joke is going on right now. Nobody's thinking about what that beef was, or what's supposedly true for us. You know, nobody's thinking about it. I haven't had one conversation in the industry about that. Nobody in the industry has ever asked me about that. It's all about the deal. What's the next special you got? What you working on? They're not catering to that. That's the gossip wheel and individuals that don't know, that want salacious information about a business that they are actually not privy to being in. And then when I understand how people can't think for themselves, you know, if anything that I do without sound can possibly be interpreted as you doing the same thing. Gotcha. And then something that's common can be interpreted of that. So when people ask me about certain things between, oh, did you think that this was stolen from this person? I say absolutely not, because I listen to the content. What? Did you listen to what was said versus already forming an opinion about what was already interjected into your mind? Gotcha. So it's like this. If you saying that somebody stole words, or you saying that somebody stole mannerism, let's see if somebody stole words. One person is saying this. Have you ever had your music up so loud that you cannot hear your raggedy car cut off? That's one person's perspective. That's why they get out, go under the hood, and look at the car, whoop, whoop, whoop. With house music, because it was on the network that could only get house music. Right. So now another person words are this. Black people can drive anything, even a spaceship. We'll drive a spaceship like a deuce and a quarter. Then starts proceeding to drive the spaceship with licensed music, more bounce and ounce. It came on. It wasn't the joke. It was just the fact that the music came on. This is 2 different setups, 2 different things, period, when you listen to the words. Now, how else, if I ask Big Boy, hey, emulate driving a vehicle. I'm gonna do the same thing. It's only one way to do it. Yeah. So if now,
and especially if you tell me, man, do a Cadillac or do one of them big bodies, I'm here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing the same thing.
One person mentioned a spaceship, driving a spaceship. One person mentioned a car being raggedy. Then, if we're talking about, oh, you stole my mannerism. So Comic View came out, then Kings of Comedy came out. But if we go back, if we talking about stealing mannerism, if we talking about backing a car up is stealing, driving a car is stealing mannerism. Now we got to go forward, being a comedy historian. Let's go forward. Then that would mean that both of them stole that from Miss Laura, because she was on Def Jam, and when she's in the car driving, and before she took the wig off, you know what I'm saying? She was driving. She was driving the car. She was first. If we talking about stealing mannerism. Right. But see, I'm a person that got sense. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to believe anything bad about either person.
Right. Did you have any feeling like, was it a bad thing for you when you saw Katt Williams, or how he came and said, being at their peers and comrades? Your peers. Was that bad for the, also for the game?
I thought personally was this. This is not, one is not the streets. Two is not combat rap.
Right.
3, we're not actually in competition. 4, if I'm being an adult and being a responsible adult, I'm not going to put my fans or youth in conflict thinking that this is how you handle things instead of coming to talk to you as a man. Mm-hmm. And our thing could always be handled in private, because it's not like me and you have not been in the same space.
Right. Especially these worlds are smaller.
What was that energy on Def Jam 25? Mm-hmm. Everybody was there. If you want to talk, somebody talk to them there. You know what I'm saying? Or talk to them in private. And like I say, I didn't want to believe anything bad about either party, but why is it in front of everybody? What is this proving? Because the thing is, I don't like people pretending and getting other people caught up in stuff. Because I remember the East Coast, West Coast beef, right? This was a infection that happened in the black community, that you split black people up again. Mm-hmm. And they was going at it based upon 2 artists, like who was the best, and people was actually going at it that knew each other.
Right.
Like,
and didn't know the artist.
Did not know the artist.
Yeah, man.
At all. I'm arguing with people in prison. I've never seen Pac or Biggie perform, because when I saw Pac, he was with Digital Underground. I knew Money B, and I saw him. I was already a street dude. Mm-hmm. They was at a music convention in Houston. I saw him on the elevator. So it wasn't that street energy thing, because I'm already young boy in the streets.
Right.
So this is the difference between being in a real beef with somebody. I'm not finna, hey man, I ain't really got to do this public with you. I'm not gonna do this public with you, because I'm gonna do it private with you, because there's a lot of people who done been backed down in private, and mm-hmm. you didn't see me come at you by myself, because you already know what this is when it come by. It's a different, man, big boy. I'm a lot bigger when we into it and I come by myself, because mm-hmm. I believe in something. I come from a place that I believed in something for 6 years. Man, you step on my toes if you want to. You gonna see a different me, because hey, bro, my grandmother told me don't give nobody an inch. Mm-hmm. Don't give them an inch. And you die on your sword if you had to, but you don't give them an inch. I remember I ran from a fight one time. One time I was 14. I get into it with this dude and I beat him up. He go get his brothers. And it's a lot of them. Like they come with a lot of people. So at this time, I don't know how to fight a lot of people.
Right.
So I run to the crib. My sister's 16. My sister say, "But what's wrong with you?" I say, "Some people out there trying to jump on me." And she said, "You got to go back out there." I said, "No, it's a lot of people." She's like, "How many is a lot?" She's like, 8. I say, "Okay." Call my grandmother. Call my girl. Put me on the phone with my grandmother. My grandmother say, "Tell me what's going on." I say, "It's a lot of people out there trying to jump on me." She said, "Then what you in the house for?"
Damn.
I say, "Because there's 8 of them out there." She said, "They scared." I said, "What?" He said, "That's why they got 8 people, because they're scared." "How many people you got?" I said, "Just me." "Are you scared?" I said, "No." "Go out there and show them what you made of, because they don't want to get hit. That's why they got 8 people. Once you start hitting people, watch and see what happens."
Damn.
My sister say, "Come on, I'm going to go with you. I ain't going to let nobody get behind you." My grandmother was right.
Wow. Damn.
That's the only time I've ever ran from fighting. I went back out there.
Shit. Grandma gangster too, though.
My grandmother, like, yo, man, what you not, because I have 7 uncles just from her. It's 10. She had 10 people. My mother's one of 10. So my uncles, I'm talking about no back down. They ain't got no. I'm talking about no retreat, no nothing. It's like that's what it is. Either you can't come in the house because you'll run forever. Like, nah, man, you don't. So everything I've ever faced, I face it head on.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, man, whatever's gonna happen. They don't understand when you believe in the Creator. Mm-hmm. I really, man, it's on everything. I don't believe that anything's gonna happen to me that He's not gonna allow. He don't put no more on my shoulder than I can bear. Mm-hmm. So it's, man, what you talking about? And the reason why you got all them people and you got all that protection, when people talk about talking from a safe space, that's talking on the internet, that's talking in a crowd, that's talking on the phone. In a safe space, when you talking behind 5 or 6 dudes, you're in a safe space.
Yeah.
I'm talking like this. I don't have no shield.
Cause you see people that's ready to squabble once everybody come around and do the holdback game.
I don't, man.
Like, nah, man.
I walk in a space in a room by myself.
Hey, man, when you saw what was going on at the top of the year, did that look goofy to you?
It looked crazy to me.
Yeah.
Rich people arguing in front of everybody. And then you trying to bring people down to your level of that. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hey man, you gotta respond. Man, I'm talking about attacks on people that didn't even make sense. That you can spin something to make something look bad.
Oh,
like
yeah.
even with this rap beef. Man, this is a lot, bro. Y'all putting a lot on it.
Mm-hmm. And you see, when Cole got out, he was like, man, this is not good for me. You know, paraphrasing, mentally, it's not good for my spiritual. And he got out.
And then here we go. Oh, you weak. You weak. Nah, man.
And now you look at it now and you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing, man. I don't, and this is the thing, once again, people play tough on the new special on 4. I mean, because 4 is 2 hours. Mm-hmm. I mentioned how people play tough in spaces where nobody else is doing it. Man, why you frowning in the airport in the morning?
Right.
Man, you got a ladle around your neck. Ain't you going to Hawaii? Ain't you on vacation? What you tough man to fuck? You got a bagel in your hand. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why you tough man in the morning, fam?
Hey, man, I saw this one thing where this dude pulled up in like one of them Jeep-looking things. And he pulled up on some dudes, some white boys that had like motorcycle, like they had like the little cameras on their head.
Yeah.
Man, he smooth banged out on them. And they're like, wait, what? And they're like, man, the Pyru blood is in it. And they're like, sir, I'm sorry. But man, when they started, sir, I'm sorry, he was up to another level. You know what I'm saying? Just mad.
Man, what happened?
Yeah,
like,
man. You said in the airport.
In the airport, just.
Man, I wish this flight attendant would.
Man, you got an orange juice, a bagel, a ladle around your neck. You got on matching outfits with your woman. You in here. Y'all going to Hawaii,
yeah, man.
You have on shorts.
Oh, man.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Your knees are exposed. You in here being tough.
Yeah.
This is when I knew that I had lost my tough edge. Because I just don't. I'm just not into it. Man.
Yeah, it's there though.
When you've done enough, and you remorseful,
mm-hmm.
I think that's the thing about when I talk to people who've been in the spaces I've been in. Most successful men that come from the streets, we put our children in private school and get them tutors, and we trying to erase whatever that was that we went through.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we trying to wash that mud off of. Like my partner, I'm talking about, used to be one of the most gangsters dudes I knew. And I saw him, and he came right up to me saying, hey, man, see my little man up there doing his thing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, man, he doing his thing. Boy, he cold on that violin, man.
Yeah.
That violin crazy.
Ain't it, man?
And he at a violin recital.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And his daughter, next time I see his daughter, she had the piano joint. He said, man, this classical music crazy, man. It's deep, man. You gotta listen sometime.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man,
ain't it crazy though?
You didn't soften all the way up. I'm like, yeah, man, I don't want no problem, man. He said, what is saying is both palms up. I'm both palms up, brother.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy, man, because even like my partner that just walked out, Jose, we've known each other since, young high school, early high school. And so we know certain things about each other that if we say something in the room, people won't believe. And I don't wear a lot of that I don't wear it on my sleeve. I don't have to be tougher. But the same way I've been in radio, bro, and any radio such and such, somebody say something, I went straight to them. I never got on the air and said, oh, and you. I always said, I'm coming to see you.
No need.
Yeah,
you
know no need to, bro. And it done even got more goofier. With the device and everything now, it's goofy as hell now, bro.
And with those same things, when you handle business like that, then when y'all in them same spaces, the craziest thing now it's the head nod. How you doing, sir?
Yeah.
And that's the nobody else has to be involved. It don't have to be. This is what I think how beef should be handled, like at work. Men should handle beefs like this. You do not tell your wife about you falling out with somebody at work. Ever. You listen to your wife say that. She hate Barbara. Boom, 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 boom. Then you let your wife, you go to the family picnic, watch your wife be fake with Barbara.
right. I thought you didn't like her.
Man, you just
hey,
sitting
girl.
there like, Barbara, you better not come ask me nothing. I'm going to tell you the truth about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because Barbara, you are messing up the first 45 minutes of my life every day.
Yeah.
But if
and that bitch really means something. Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch.
Wow. So if I fall out with Eric,
Eric Blake up in here.
Yes, I fall out with Eric Blake. You know what I'm saying? Now, we fell out on Monday. I'm talking about full-fledged, hey, man, whatever, it's whatever. Then Thursday, hey, man, I'm coming to Houston, man. Yeah, man, I need to know about these little spots out there. Man, hold on, let me get on the phone. Let me see what's going on. Hey, man, and Eric hit me with, I say, man, I'm mad at you. Man, that's old, bro. Come on, we ain't talking about that old shit.
right, man. It's in the rearview mirror.
They blew off my anger. Hey, man, I'm mad. I need an apology.
Yeah. Don't Jedi me, bro.
Hey, man.
My thing is, I'm still mad sometimes. Like, hold on, man. Hold on. Wait.
Him calling is the apology. That is the apology.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
All right, man, or whatever. So let me call my people, see what, hey, man, my boy Eric coming to town, man. And if my wife here, I thought you was mad. Hey, man, that's old. Stop bringing up old stuff. Man,
man.
Me and Eric done fell out 4-5 times before.
Hey, dude, that's the same thing with my wife. My wife, and I told you my brother Mouse, they listen different.
Yeah, they listen
you know what I'm
different.
saying? Like, so sometimes, but I think I'm the same way with my wife. Like, I think I'll be overprotective with my wife, or like, I don't have such as that, and then I'll take her beef. Yeah. Like, oh, wait, hold on, baby. Like, no, I think that's the same way. With me, if something ain't right, shit, let it be known, like, I don't like him, or I don't like, that listener, like that kind of stuff.
I just thought of something. Prime example. I'm doing an interview, and I'm going in, because I'm beefing with everybody. Because they not mentioning Houston in comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I'm standing on. I said, first of all, man, ain't nobody from California funny but DL, period.
Oh, damn.
Watch this. I forget he actually from California.
Right.
And that's who I was talking about. Actual people from California, not implants. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot. He called me.
Oh, Eric called you?
Hey, Lee, you know I'm from California. No. I say you, Scruncho.
Oh, yeah.
I was tripping.
So you were saying from, not in.
Just because I'm on one. I'm on 10.
Hell yeah.
And he just called me like, Lee, I am from California. I'm like, man, you right.
Yeah.
You right.
You got me on that one. Yeah, but what part of California you from?
And I'm like, man, I was hot, man.
Yeah.
But, so he's not going to turn that into no beat. He's going to leave. Scruncho called like, hey.
Oh, yeah.
I am Ali. I'm like, Scrunch. I was in the moment.
Yeah. And thank God it was Scruncho, this Scruncho. Yeah. Because if it was 15, 20 years, yeah.
I've been knowing him.
Yeah, man.
This is the crazy thing. The actual.
Hey, man, Scruncho is one of those people, his kid would be in violin. You know, you were saying like.
For sure.
Because Scruncho done got it in. And now he in a, like you talk to Scruncho now, he be like, yeah, big, you know, man, I'm this, you know, I'm this, and you know, but I see Scruncho over here, he a real deal too.
Yeah, this is the thing about the code. Inside, people knew who the people were. Just like in comedy, people know who the people are. Who you can actually say something about. And then there's no ramifications because they got too much going on, or they not that type of person actually. This is another part of safe space. If I say something about this person, I know they not gonna fire back.
Right.
So I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna look big. But then you get asked about this person, you ain't gonna say it that loud because you already know what comes with that. It's another.
A mental editor start working quick then.
Yeah, because now you not gonna, like with Scrunch. It's been respect from the door because we know the cloth. 20 years, over 20 years, and watching him evolve. Watching him evolve, even in his stand up in his spirit. Like I was there the night that he wasn't evolved. It was bad.
Wait, which
it was the night that he wasn't evolved. Is
that the infamous?
Yeah, it's the infamous. So I just don't speak.
Right.
I just, if you know, you know.
Right. I think I know.
Yeah, you probably do know.
So because I never had anybody that was I'm just gonna write this and I'm gonna toss it to you without saying it. Is that the night?
Yay!
Oh Lord have mercy! So that night really went down.
Oh my goodness gracious, alive, alive! You understand? Alive. Like I'm talking about seeing it in the raw.
Oh man!
Like what? Yeah, I'm like, and me, like. Get him, Glow. Get him, Glow.
Hell yeah.
Like,
man.
I'm like, hey, man, it is what it is. Wow. Because see, that's the thing about when you really, that is what it is. You know it. You like, say, man, I don't think that's in your best interest.
Right.
For real. Because this is what I love about Scrunch. He doesn't want to merge the world of, I'm telling you, me and him have had the deepest conversations about staining the game of comedy. Like it's like putting these stains on it's like he called me one time and said, Ali, man, let me tell you what I love about you. I'm talking about, it's hello. Now it's what's up, Scrunch? Man, let me tell you what I love about you, bro. You are protecting the craft for people that's like us that do stand up. That really do that's about stand up. And I'm like, I don't know how to receive compliments. A lot of times that's a thing of mine. Like if you want to see me crab back on something, that's the only thing that back me down is a compliment. I'm like, because I don't know what to say. And my boy be like, just say thank you, but thank you seems so disingenuous. Like that's like anybody can
generic,
say that, you know. It's like it seems generic. Like when somebody asks me, "Hey, brother, what's the secret to doing comedy?" Man, that's a longer conversation than this is a generic. Man, any comic out there that elder statesman tell you, "Hey, man, just keep writing or just stay on stage." I mean, that's the most generic bull crap. Or they don't know.
Right.
Their success was attributed to something else. But if you ask me, you need 25 minutes for me to start even giving you the first part of it. Because I talk about this craft in a different detail than most people. I need to know, first of all, when you ask me, as soon as you ask me, man, what does it take to be in this? What do you want to do in this craft? You got to tell me what you want to do because my conversation is going to be tailored towards what you want to do.
Right. Not one size fits all.
Yeah. Do you want to be a comedic actor? Do you want to do sketches? Do you want to be a storyteller? Do you want to be a slapstick? Do you want to be what we call current events? What do you want to do? Well, like what is your what is your thing? Because I'm Magic Johnson. I can do all of it. I can do it's whatever. I can teach you how to do all of it, but I need to know what you want to do. So you can't just come ask me a blanketed statement. And then when you get into my genre, because at first, and I know people not going to attribute this to me, there was no genre. 26 years ago when I started doing stand-up, there was no storyteller category. Mm-hmm. So now, since me, even Cosby, it wasn't, I just wanted to be a comic. He was considered clean. It wasn't he didn't have a storytelling category. Now people come describe themselves to me, I'm a storyteller too. Because they know I'm the best at it. This is a real thing. Because I never thought I would be better than Carlin and Cosby in story. I never thought I would be. I'm like, but I actually look at it now. In telling a story, it's no way. Like, you're not even in the same league. And I tell any comic that, hey man, if you want to learn how to do it for real, then you come to me. Like, everybody that really wanted to play basketball, really wanted to get their footwork down, came to Houston and sat with Olajuwon.
Right. I noticed you take your time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, oh my God, this is long and stretched out, because you'll give us jewels as you're taking you. Because I'm telling you, man, one of the first things that Eric put me on was the Mexicans wearing boots. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you did that is, I know that story. And so the way that you told it, you had everybody intrigued by, why are they wearing boots? Because at the moment you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So the storytelling, bro. But you already doing comedy before you went to prison? Mm-mm. Oh.
Nope.
Where did you find? So you were in prison. You were incarcerated. Was it 6 years?
6 years.
Where did you find comedy? Because sometimes stuff ain't funny.
It wasn't. I didn't find it. It kind of like, people like, hey man, this little one right here, bro. I was just very sarcastic and observational. Like, I remember the first thing I ever said that people thought was funny. It was a Saturday, and everybody in the day room. I woke up and I slid the door, and everybody in the day room all mugged up and I just say, hey, what y'all frowning for? Man, ain't nobody going home today. And I slam my door, and it's Saturday. Nobody goes home and say, you got to settle in.
Right.
What you, man?
You here.
You here. Man, ain't nobody going home today. Nobody. I don't even know why y'all think about it. so then it would be, every day I would just say something. Then when football season came, I hate the Cowboys with gusto. So you talking about somebody who talking crazy during the Cowboys game. And sometimes, a lot of time, they would win, and I would, not Cowboy fans find me, but I'm all day with this. I'm
right.
all day. I got something to say all day. So this old man that had been there a long time, he never would smile, and I would always mess with him. And he said, hey man, why don't you find somebody to play with, bro? Mm-hmm. I say, hey man, I'm gonna make you laugh at some point before I leave. I'm gonna die trying. Do you understand me? It was that even if you the one that killed me,
right?
Because he there for murder. Even if you the one that killed me, man. That man,
and he was there for murder.
Yeah,
I would have stayed away from him.
I bothered this man every day. No smile. Hey man, I've been here a long time. I don't like playing, man. I said, man, don't nobody like playing in here. Mm-hmm. Every day I mess with this man. So this dude was about to fight, and I'm me commentating. I say, hey, which one of y'all willing to lose this fight twice? Dude, like, what? I said, because I'm just throwing this out there. Y'all about to fight. One of y'all gonna win. One of y'all gonna lose. And then the officers are gonna come in.
Right.
And they're gonna beat up both of y'all.
Right, yeah.
So somebody's gonna lose twice. I'm just saying, who's willing? Who's willing? You right. Yeah, talk that out, man.
Yeah, man.
Because we don't want to be on lockup. And how I got an old man. Old man, every day I'm trying. I went up to old man. I stood next to him and I did this. And I said, hey, man, don't touch me because I'm not touching you. And my finger right here, he just bust out laughing. I'm like, man, you silly, man.
How long had you tried to make it?
5 months. Wow. 5, 6 months.
He broke him.
Every day. every day I'm doing something. And that man, like, man, I'm getting on his nerves.
Yeah, hell yeah. And you said my man was up there for the long one?
Yeah, and he there for the long haul. But if you decided to bother me, oh no, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Even when I left to go to another tank on the same unit, I'm on another building. They moved me from 7 building to 8 building. Boys on 7 building. Man, what you over there doing, man? Man, don't be worried about what I'm doing, Playboy. Because they know I'm over there acting a nut.
Hey man, did you think when you get locked down, did you think it was not life is over, but like how do you get out and like what was the plan?
Bruh, oh man, I didn't think about comedy until what, 90, 95?
When did you get out?
97, October 21st, 1997.
Oh, so you were in prison just being you, funny, whatever it is.
Just being sarcastically jovial. I switched. About 2 years I was wilding out. I tell everybody that. 2 years, man, I wasn't adjusted.
Right. And 2 years on the front end?
Yeah, on the front end. I'm not adjusted. I'm wild. And I think that was more of trying to stake my claim, let it be known, hey, bro, don't play with me at all. Then I settled in. And these old men, it's always the older brothers. Hey, man, look, you can't keep doing your time like this, bro. I'm going to the hole. I'm tripping. Then I started growing up. And it was like a overnight thing, man. Going to school, going to trade school, just taking courses. And, you know, now I'm the fire safety clerk. I'm in the front office working. And, you know, I have a different cachet because I'm around the older guys and they knowing how to do time. So me adjusting, saying that I couldn't go back into the world without a bunch of skills and then acceptance. Once you accept something, I'm here and right. I have to do this time and I'm learning about certain things. Because when I got my time, they said I got 15 years and he said I was going to do 18 to 21 months. You know what I'm saying? And then come home. Right?
Really?
So, because Texas has this thing, they give you 2 for 1, you know, that whole dance. So, I'm thinking I'm going to come home 18 to 21 months. So, I'm still me.
Right.
I'm still
you about to like, you could do that.
I'm back in the streets in less than 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm back in the streets. What would I have done? I would have went right back to selling drugs. You know, it's very possible. So the 6 years.
How did that get stretched to 6? Was it already opening because you had the 15?
I'm about to tell you. This is when you learn things from people. Man, this man said, hey, man, tell your people to vote for Ann Richards. Like, write letters and tell your people to vote for Ann Richards. I was like, for what? Ann Richards is running for governor of Texas. He say Ann Richards has been in office for 2 terms already. You know what I'm saying? She can only do 3 terms. Now, this is somebody teaching me about government now. Just in a conversation. She don't do 3 terms. You don't want to do 3 terms. And if she wins, all she gonna do is be pocketing money. Last term. It's grab and go, baby. If Bush wins, the first thing a person does, mayor, governor, whatever, the first thing they do when they come in office, the first thing they say, we're going to be tough on crime.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody going to go home. They gonna leave. Everybody that's locked up, and then they going to add more people to seem like they being, so he explaining this, right? Bush becomes the governor.
Yeah.
I have no idea about these things called a serve-all. So you go up in front of the parole board without them seeing you, without them reviewing your records or nothing. They just, hey, give them a serve-all. A serve-all is they give you a certain date from that time to this time that you're going to get out without reviewing you. Like, we're not going to review your records for the next 4 years. We give you a serve-all for 4 years. What can you say? You have 15 years.
Right.
You signed 15 years. No matter what they told you about, you're going to get off and get out for 21 months. Now a new governor came in. They being tough on crime. Set off. You getting set off. Your file is being set to the side for the next 4 years. So now they had what they call mail call. I see the lady come in. Mail call usually is not that thick, right? So you come in, everybody get Eric, big boy. Everybody gets mail. But man, that's like 10 people. But now they come in with these things. Man, everybody, if it's 300 people in this tank, 216 then got serve-alls. And I knew, and I hadn't been there that long to know what this was. This dude got up, as soon as he saw that mail, he said, "Oh, damn."
I'm sorry.
Man.
Oh.
Damn. I said, "Man, what's wrong with you?" "Man, damn." Man. I said, "Man, what's up?" I said, "Man, look at all that damn mail. That old hate mail. Boy coming in with hate mail."
This before he opened up the envelope?
Man,
oh, so he knew.
The envelope ain't even open. The CO just came in with the mail. And he's like, all that hate mail. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" He say, "Man, listen, man. Anytime they come on with this much mail, everybody finna get a letter. Hey, man, this some bad news, man. Watch, man, I'm finna get it set off. I already know it. Finna get set off, man. I already been here. They ain't gonna review your files." They called everybody's name. Everybody, and this is the first time I've seen people not wanting mail. Boys like, yeah, cause they do it in alphabetical order. Once they get past your name, you, whoo, all right, yeah, boy. Right. Ain't nobody high-fiving now, gone, boy.
Yeah.
Wow. I need to get
my last name is Thomas.
First of all, you wait a minute, man. Then you seeing everybody open these things, tearing them open, looking at the number, balling up, throwing it in the trash. You seeing people not even open theirs.
Yeah.
Throwing in the trash. It don't even matter what it say. I'm here. I ain't going home until they say
so.
Go
in
home.
Your head, as a youngin', you thinking less than 2.
Less than 2, and I get that paper. I open that paper.
Damn.
Y'all not reviewing my records until 96? Wow.
And what year is that? 92, 93?
That's going to be year number 5.
What year did you get the letter?
In 92.
Oh, God.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Oh, man. So you said it's already hard to adjust anyway.
Man, you are like, you now already got, hey, man, in your mind. I'm there physically, but my mind is, I'm already home back in the streets.
Yeah.
Get that 4 years. Now I got to pivot. Man, what I'm going to do for the next 4 years? Because what I'm not going to do is be acclimated to this life. Like this, whatever this prison life is, I'm not doing it. And you know what's crazy? How and why I'm not doing it? Because of the show Cops. I'm watching Cops one day, and this white guy, these officers come in, and this white guy talking to them, and you know how the cops, they would do this little side panel where they would go off and they would talk with them, and he says, "Well, I know he's been in prison before because he called me boss." And he did. He's like, "Hey, boss, I ain't really doing nothing, boss." So that's a prison's term for the CO. I never said it.
Yeah. I remember you telling us
I didn't want it to be. I did not want that to be a part of my vernacular. Not doing it, like child time and all these prison, this prison language.
I remember you telling us how you didn't really do that. You wouldn't come out when they said child time.
Wasn't doing it. I had to acclimate what I want to be like in the world, because I don't want to have that persona of a prison person. So this is the setup. Like Domino Effect 3, it'll be out on Mother's Day, right? Domino Effect 4 is still in the premiere stage on Moment. But once you get to Domino Effect 4, how the story proceeds, then it'll be the next series of what I call From In the Shadows, which is another piece of life that people don't understand. With the amount of people that's incarcerated in this country, men and women, mass majority of people don't know that it's a stage that until you're free from parole or probation, you kind of like live in the shadows. You know, and it was a stage where, and Eric could probably attest to this, I'm a lot more open now than I was in the beginning of my career.
Right.
I was very standoffish with everybody.
Your material as well?
Material was all over the place.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
You know, it was me not. DL changed everything about me. That's why I always pay homage to him. Because, and even with this new book that I'm writing, it's called applied advice. Because people give you advice all the time.
Right.
But
That's
then
what you do with it.
You don't apply it.
Right.
So this is people. How did you get to it? These are the things, the advice that I was given that I applied. DL told me, he said, man, the funniest you're gonna ever be is based on how honest you want to be. And I took that to heart and said, man, it is a thing where I can just tell my actual story. People don't realize I'm doing these theater dates, and people look at my theater dates. I'm doing all these shows, and it's not based upon controversy.
Right.
And it's not a bunch of people on the shows with me. It's when you come to see me, I'm not late. I'm not out. Whatever the stigma is, comedy shows are late. I'm not late. I'm not talking up under your dress. I'm not disrespectful. I'm not calling you out. You come to a comedy show and I say something to you, this is an actual conversation between me and you, and I'm not belittling you in this conversation. It's me and you actually talking in front of people, and people, I ask a question with somebody who I think that's interested in the audience. Or I tell somebody, if I say, man, hold on, I just thought of something, I'm gonna do a side story. And I say, big boy, remember where I'm at in this store. Now, I done went and told a whole nother story for 20 minutes. And then I done came back to you. Now, what was I in this store? And it's people that keep up with where I was at. You had just got your son. And then there's other people that be like, people where I was at, I got caught up in
I was with you over there.
Hey, man, listen, you got to watch both movies at the same time.
Yeah. you picture in picture like Jesus Christ. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm very, my show is to involve you with me. And I'm telling you about the wins and the losses. Because I don't always win.
Right.
Even in success right now, I still fell off of a ladder and hit my head on the top of the door in my house. It still happened. You know what I'm saying? And I was awoken by the garage coming up. And I was like, oh, they back.
Yeah. and then almost dying in front of your dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, real story.
This is what's happening to me, because it's people can relate to me in just one story. If I come out and tell a story about my brother asking me, should he get a house? And I said, well, let me explain. That a house is different from having apartment money. You own a house. You gonna understand off the top. Like, and people who own apartments, like, what's the difference? And I'm like, well, don't let nobody, people with apartments, don't think I'm talking about you. Don't let people with houses make you feel bad about your apartment. You only have apartment money, because house money and apartment money different. When I had apartment money, if my AC went out, I would walk out that door and say, because I've been in the office a lot of times, I know the maintenance man, I come out there, Raul, hey man, it's hot.
Yeah.
Hot in here, boy.
Yeah, man.
Then I come back, Raul, dirty, gonna leave my AC on 43. Now I need a coat to get in my house. Now, in my house, I come outside and stood out there like, man, no Raul.
Yeah. let me go on back in here.
Went back in and looked at the phone book.
Hell
looked
yeah.
at the phone book, and a person came in my home and disrespected me in my face in my home. That man came down there and looked and said, Yeah, man, your coil out, that's gonna be $9,000. Hey, man, get out of here.
Yeah, hell yeah. I love when they come to do a repair and they say, oh, it's $200 for us to come out. And then they give you this big ass bill and they take the $200 off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, then we apply it. I'm like, hold on, man. Like, because I grew up in apartments my whole life. And it was always call the landlord. This pipe is messed up, you call the landlord. And now you got to pay for everything.
Oh, man, dude.
Man, I remember disrespecting apartments too. Oh. The carpet, the wall, everything. Now that it's your house,
you will kill your offspring.
Yeah, man.
Because they put their hand on the wall with grease on it.
Oh, man.
Come here.
Who walked down the stairs with their hands on the wall?
I'm not the same. You the same person that decided to paint on these people's wall, red, black, and green.
Yeah,
Black power, because you in college.
and painted over and not taping anything off, painting over the light switches, the window. I remember we couldn't even open up windows because we painted all in the window and everything, man.
Are you not the same person that wheeled a shopping cart into this apartment?
Yes, man. Yes.
I'm talking with the car. I'm talking about
yes. You talking about indoor?
Indoor.
Yes, bro. And put the groceries away.
On carpet.
Yes.
You the same exact person.
Yes, man.
And then you get when it's yours, you will, man, do you understand?
Yeah.
I will kill a maintenance man that come in my house with his shoes on. I didn't put that in the comments. Bring foot protection.
Yeah, man. This is mine now.
Say, man, don't come in here with your dirty boots in this house. Are you crazy?
It's a whole different world, bro.
Like, because I say
like,
this.
I got a relative. I told him, he was like, he's getting up in years. I was like, man. I said, dude, don't buy a house. Because he's been used to living in apartments. Yeah. And for one, it's going to take everything to put down. And then it's going to, your monthly is going to be different from what you're paying because you've been staying in the same place for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then every situation is yours. Okay. Every blade of grass that need to be cut, every tree that need to be trimmed, every toilet that don't flush, every drain that pops up.
Come on, preach.
Yeah, man. Everything becomes yours, bro.
And then let's talk about people. Let's talk about that's simple thing. Those are simple things.
What we talking about, Texas? No.
Simple fixes. Let's talk about always being short in your escrow.
Oh my Lord.
I ain't never been ahead in my escrow. It's property taxes and raised, your insurance and raised. This is stuff that's going on unbeknownst to you. And there's no, like, you've been paying $1,500 for your apartment. Yeah.
I just told
this is a floating. Your mortgage is a floating number.
Right.
This number fluctuates. This number goes up. Hey man, how did I start? This is the discussion between me and Wells Fargo. Me and Wells Fargo, we need to have a discussion. Okay, when I first got this, I put the money down, right? Okay, and then you told me this is going to be $2,100 for the mortgage, right? Okay, now, I have noticed in this new letter that you sent, it is $2,200. Then it has gone up to $2,800. How? Now, we need to explain you short in your escrow and your taxes is going. Hey, man, who is escrow?
Yeah. Bring him here.
Well,
I shouldn't even be talking to you.
Didn't y'all capture him?
Yeah. Tell Pablo come over here. Hey, man, that's Escobar, right? It wasn't Escobar. Oh, okay.
Hey, man. What is this floating number that I started with one number, now it's up? Like, I try to keep my mortgages under, all my bills under $15,000 for the month. Everything. I want everything that I under $15,000. Cause I have other properties that I'm working on and doing stuff in, and it's you learn language very fast, and learn how, I'm a master plumber.
Oh yeah.
In 4 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Master plumber.
By necessity.
I was right down there with them. Every time they started, when they started, I started.
Yeah. Hey man, let me tell you how tacky I am one time, bro. Something got caught up in my drain, right? And when the plumber went up there, one of my earrings fell into the drain, and that's when I figured out, because I went to school for plumbing too. But I didn't know everything. But from your shower, there's a drip pan, all this kind of stuff. So you had to cut the wall. Man, my earring was probably in that drip pan. They said it could be in the drip pan. When he went up on the ladder, I brought a ladder too.
Yes.
And when he was on that ladder, because the other side I couldn't climb up because it was like every other or something. So I went and got a ladder too. And I was like, if this dude gonna pull this earring out of here, I need to be here with him. But I learned that drip pan shit at the same time too, bro.
Man, they laying sheetrock in my new spot because we stripped it down to the beams. We changed all the beams, and then I bought a house very significant in history. The address is 1923 Rosewood, which is the same date that happened to the massacre in Florida. So I bought this home that was built in 1924, something like that, and all original wood in it. So we stripped it down and redid the stuff that I'm there for the whole process. And it's two Diegos that's working on it. It's Diego the electrician, and it's Diego the framer.
Go ahead now.
And on the phone with them. Hey, what time we showing up?
Right, yeah.
I'm eating lunch and everything with them.
The apprentice.
I'm shadowing everything. So, and then I went to school for electricity. So hey man, now they didn't change everything. You don't have to bend no conduit anymore. You know, in residential, man, this new, you don't even need you don't even need the cans for the thing. That he can just put it out. It's all crazy. And I'm the new plumbing. They got new plumbing where you don't need. They had the old pipes and they had to take all that out and put this new stuff called PEC. It's
Hey
crazy.
man, back to owning a crib too. When I first bought when I got in the game, I was like, man, I want to buy my mama house. Man, Ali, I didn't know nothing about. I didn't know what a closing cost was. And so I thought I'm putting down this money, and then it was like, oh yeah, so this is your put down, time this, and it was like, and this is your closing cost. I was like, I never knew. My mom, no one in my family ever owned a house. My mom didn't own a house. Older sisters and brothers. I don't have like cousins. I don't have nothing. And so when that was my tuition into the School of Experience, and I remember the number. I'll never. I mean, literally. If I'm somewhere and I'm in like a coma, somebody come to my ear and say, what was the closing cost on your mama's house? And I'll say, $16,444. They'd be like, he's back. Because I'll remember that number forever. And I didn't have it. I had to go against future paychecks and borrow because I didn't know. And then another thing, I didn't understand interest and principal.
Yep.
Man, I was literally paying, like, you could pay $2,000 and $100 of that, $159 was going to principal.
And then when I think all my people, they didn't got it hip. They think I know something because I come in and I pay the mortgage, but I already have this thing that I set in my head. I'm gonna pay $4,000 towards the principal every 3 months.
Yeah.
So in that's why I never understand why I'm short in the escrow.
Right. You're like, man, like, how do you win this?
Then they come around with something else. So that's my method of getting costs down. I paid off a 30-year loan in 2.5 years.
Yeah, man.
Doing it that way.
Yeah.
And then people
hated you.
That's how I understand what it means when they say the penalty. Is it a penalty for paying off early? I asked that now. And is it a penalty for paying off early? And they were like, oh, no penalty. And in my mind, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, that's all I need to hear right there.
The same with the car. They like, well, if you pay it off today, because your interest rates every day, you pay it off today, it's this much. You wait a week, it's not even the same payoff. They're like, oh, we got to work the number again.
Yeah, I'm slick with this. And then owning the house, this is what changed my brother's mind. I say, hey man, listen. When I got my first house, I didn't know this, so I'm gonna give you a head start. When I got my apartment, it came with a refrigerator, a microwave, and a stove. When I got that house, it came with a place for the refrigerator, the microwave, and the stove.
Yeah, man.
I call the man.
You saw them pipes hanging out that wall, huh? Like,
I call that man. I say, hey, where's all that stuff that was in this house when you showed it to me?
Yeah, man.
Stage stuff.
Yeah, the stage changed. So
like,
like,
man,
hey, man,
you took the sofa and everything.
hey, man, bring that back in here. I thought this was furnished. I thought I got all this with the house.
No, brother.
Man,
the appliances not included.
Then people took their stuff.
Yeah, it looked beautiful when you walk into that model home.
I thought it was all
like, man,
stainless steel. Like, oh, this gonna be
and
crazy.
they put the best stuff in there.
Hell yeah.
Like, oh man,
this
yeah,
is
they
when you
get
learn about builder's grade.
Oh yeah,
builder's grade. For the people who don't know, builder's grade is what when they build your house, they just putting the basics in there.
Yeah.
And that's meant to last for about 10 years. So then say the house was built in 2005. So now it's 2015 and you just got the house in 2014 because somebody moved out, you got the house 2014. Builder's grade starts breaking down.
Yeah, man.
Now, you had no clue because when they inspected everything, they came in expecting everything, said everything was good.
Right.
3 months in, 4 months in, the air conditioning coil goes out. The hot water heater goes out. Because this builder's grade. It's within the 10 years. Your water softener and thing go out. And now you trying to, if you don't know nobody who just do it and you don't just know how to do it yourself, now you owe a company or you got a estimate for $9,000 for AC coil and $5,000 for a water heater and $2,000 for the pump, and you like, man, we just ain't gonna have no hot water.
Yeah. Get back to boiling this.
Hey man, we gonna
run this cord over to the neighbor's house too, so we can have some electricity.
That fan going.
Yeah,
okay?
man.
Everybody get an ice maker.
Yeah. Hey man, and like Denzel Washington said one time, champagne problems, but they are problems.
They are problems. But when you step up there and you do that, you gotta know. I think people don't tell people, and we don't have these discussions a lot of times. And like even with death, like in Domino Effect 2, I talked about my sister, and I was trying to bring awareness to people with how you can deal with the inevitable.
Yeah.
And it got to be some sort of thought every day. This is what makes it better for me. I think about death every day. First thing in the morning. I'm grateful that I'm getting an opportunity to live this day, and I don't have the time to be mad at Eric.
Right.
I don't have the time to wake up and decide to slander Big Boy on social media. Right. I don't have that type of time. And then I don't have the time to clean it up.
Right.
I don't have a time to apologize. I don't have,
retract. This is what I meant.
What did I use this day for? Did I go see my mom? Did I say something to my mom? Did I do something with my kids? What did I use this time for? Because I don't know if I'm going to have this opportunity, not just in the next 2 hours, but tomorrow. That's why it's called, we say inshallah a lot. You know what I'm saying? If God wills. If you get the opportunity, when you get the opportunity, then mashallah, you know what I'm saying? God has willed. If you get that time, I'd rather you waste my money than waste my time. Because I can make more money. Yeah. I don't have any more time. This is what I have allotted. You know what I'm saying? And it has to be treasured. You don't have time to have a long argument with your family members. It's when people are ungrateful about life, you take on these type of things.
Yeah,
you hold on to these type of things because you're not grateful for life experience. And I think that's enough. It's a lot of things that's missing in communities, and honor is this is one thing when I talk to people, man, I love about Hispanic community. Honor. Hey man, don't make your family's name look bad. This is a big thing. Your grandmother is a big, honoring her is a big thing. It's not like I'm gonna go out. I'm not finna make my family look bad. When you look at it and you look at other people's culture, when you don't, Indian kids are gonna honor their parents. Hey man, go be a lawyer, go be a doctor. Whatever they do after that, I'm gonna do this first. because of the honor of them. When you put out that children can make these decisions and they cannot be honorable, because you want your son or your daughter to be seen in this. Man, I love how they see how when people speak about my daughter. I love, man. My daughter's a chef. Jaden is, when my friends see her, every time they see me, hey man, when I ran into your daughter, man, it's like she's a blessing. This dude, man, Chris was a very honorable man. He owns his restaurant, Lucille's. He's a chef. He texts me. It's like 2 a.m. Get a text from him. He say, bro, being transparent. When we first hired your daughter, it was to get at you. We wanted you to be a part of this situation. But after she got here, she's a badass, bro. We good without you.
Right. I heard that.
Yeah. I text him back. I say, man, thank you for being honest. He say, bro, your daughter, bro, I'm talking about captain of the ship. She's a jewel. And for me to hear that about her, and my hood people call her Golden Hills, because when she was doing Kung Fu, her shoes had gold on the bottom.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? They call her Golden Hills. Hey, man, I saw Golden Hills. When hood dudes like, yo, bro, man, I saw Golden Hills the other day, man, in the Audi. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, how long did your daughter do Kung Fu?
From 6 to like 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
And my daughter, she's a swimmer. She's a lifeguard.
Yeah.
You know, and then she
That's crazy. That's that better than me stuff. You should see my kids too. You know what I'm saying? Like if my kids did a fraction of what I did at their age, I'd be like, oh.
Violin, Kung Fu, never was able to quit anything.
Mm-hmm.
Swam the whole time, became a lifeguard, went to a culinary high school, went to culinary school, got a master's in culinary, did an intern as a chef, did an intern at Disney.
Damn.
Went to another restaurant, then worked from the front of the house as a when they seat you.
Right, like a hostess?
Hostess. From the front of the house to the back of the house, because she said she wanted to know everything.
Gotcha.
So people will know, when people work for her, she'll know how it goes. Came the head chef at this restaurant, left that restaurant. Food ain't been good since.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then she went to the Rotto House, the Rotto Market, been the head chef there, and it's in the community. So everybody from the college and everybody from all these different communities go by and eat over there. And all my friends, it's very accessible for all my friends to get there, because we own businesses around that area. So we just go eat over there, and just to see the interaction, how she does her business and how she translates life. And she doesn't want to work for really anybody. She want to do her own thing. You know, it's like looking at a carbon copy, a better version of me.
Yeah, man.
Like a really better version of me.
Yeah, like the one you wish you could have printed.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, this is it. Same with my kids, man. I gotta ask you one thing, because you did say something about California drivers and Houston drivers. Do you eat tacos?
Yes.
Who got better tacos?
Houston.
Oh, bro.
I'm about to ask you to leave, man.
No, y'all,
You've been sitting here this long. Are your headphones on?
You know we was Mexico longer.
Are your headphones on?
You know we was Mexico longer.
You know we're Mexico better.
Yeah, we know longer though.
Right.
Longer though.
Hey, longer don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
I know dudes that's 55 years old, pieces of shit.
Y'all was already.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all was already taking over. We was still holding on.
Man, oh man.
And then because this is the thing.
You're hilarious. Do you do that in any of the Domino Effects?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because that's hilarious.
I make the best. I make better Tex-Mex. Oh no, sir. No, I make better tamales than mass majority.
All right, big dog.
Yeah.
Hey, dudes, there it is. Hold on. Let him finish this.
I learned.
This is probably going somewhere. He working out. This is called working on material.
Grinding the matzah and everything. I learned how to make tamales from a lady. It's a store called Fiesta in Houston.
Right.
She don't speak no English.
And she shouldn't.
And I'm in there asking her how to make tamales. Her 8-year-old or 9-year-old granddaughter is saying the words, translating back and forth. We in the store.
And she owns a spot called?
No, just a grocery store.
Right.
Well, all the things are in there.
And pot, what's her name?
Grandma?
Yeah.
Grandma.
All right.
I because see, grandma.
We deal with great grandma.
This is what I'm trying to do.
That's what we're talking about.
This lady grind masa with her hand.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
this lady I'm talking about don't have no hands.
She ain't got no hands.
Yeah, she ain't even got no hands, bro. You be like, man.
With a wrist.
Yeah. Delicious, man. Delicious. This dude said better than L.A. Man, you hilarious, man.
We got better. Texas got better. Houston got better food than mass majority of the country. I haven't eaten since I've been out here. I just been eating. I don't even want to know my stomach. I just
man, this dude man, y'all got good Doritos out here, though.
Y'all even have hot sauce?
Yeah, we do.
Man, I ain't have no good guac out here.
Really though?
Yeah, yes, I said it. You know,
man, you're hilarious, bro.
Well,
man, listen. I'm gonna have to take you, and you can't go to these home spots.
No, this is the thing.
You gotta go in where the furniture don't match.
I gotta go.
You know what I'm saying? Where you go in, they selling food and they selling like chicle, and you know what I'm saying?
Man, listen. I need to go somewhere where they hiding Junior out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We got it.
Junior's being hidden out there.
We got it, man.
Man, that's what don't nobody even think about English.
We'd take you somewhere where damn near the whole family work there and they eat there. Yeah. You know, you go to other places and you're like, man, you don't even eat here.
That's what I'm talking about. This
they got those in Houston?
Yes.
You're hilarious.
Do you understand? We are Mexico. Do you understand?
Hey, man, but did you hear when I asked you? I said, who got the better?
I didn't even have to.
And I said tacos. I should have just said, man, better Mexican food.
You could have said any of it. I didn't even have to finish. You didn't have to finish the sentence. I knew you was going.
Man.
Houston, Mexico, Texas.
Right. This dude right here, man. Who got better soul food?
Did you try it? Did you even try it? We got better. We the last slaves.
Yeah.
You know we.
Yeah, man.
We the last slaves.
Like,
you
man,
you had better soul food?
Somebody just found out like in 2018.
Somebody just found out Thursday.
Like, wait, hold on. Don't you talk to him like that. Like, man, I own the restaurant. I give you. There's some good ass soul food spots out here, but I give it to you.
I have an uncle who just got the chain marks from around his wrist.
Right. All right, man. Well, you got me on that. Did you went to the Tom Brady roast?
Yes, I did.
Man,
hilarious.
How did you? Yeah, you enjoyed it.
I did.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Standouts.
Yeah. Are you a sports guy?
I am.
Like, who's your team?
Giants.
Oh, really though? New York Giants. All right, fail right there.
Oh, yeah.
And what about basketball?
The Knicks.
Fail. All righty. Baseball.
The Yanks.
Fail. Man, so I can't even have this sports conversation.
I don't know why
you love everything but Houston, huh?
No, but I love H-Town.
So if you can't even pick an H-Town team, how can you tell me that the tacos are better?
I pick an H-Town person, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Right.
You know, I pick individual people as a team. Because let me tell you something. I tried to go for the Rockets. So my son loved the Rockets, right? I tried. I had season tickets and everything. They had Chris Paul. I'm out there rooting for the team. Very, very strong. Then James Harden was the problem.
Right.
I cannot ever root for somebody who won't play defense.
Oh.
And it is just
it's more the person.
It's more the person,
not the team.
That
was an easy way out for you.
You know, no, that was just the way.
Yeah.
Now with the Giants, I've been a Giants fan since LT, the original Lawrence Taylor. You know, cocaine, everything.
Go ahead. You know what I mean? You got to live your life. You know what I'm saying?
Then the Yanks, they go back to Reggie Jackson.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's Darryl Strawberry. You know?
How do your people in Houston, how do they feel about you being a Yankees fan?
Yeah, are you from New York?
What that got to do with? I think that people can be. What are y'all still the Raiders?
So what now?
Are y'all still the Raiders?
I'm doing an interview.
Yeah.
All the market, man. Look at all this signage over here, man. All this signage over here, man. This dude is hilarious, man. This dude, you gotta love this, man. What about the Lakers, man? How present day, past?
Now watch this.
Lakers.
Now
LeBron.
The Knicks. I didn't start off a Knicks fan because
nobody did.
First fan. I gotta go with Showtime. You know that because
Showtime Lakers.
Yes. If somebody would like to have an argument about the greatest player to ever play, it's going to, like somebody asked me one time, if you had to pick a team, who would you start with? Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can start picking everybody else after that. But we're starting with a person that can play 5 positions versus somebody who can play 1 or 2.
Gotcha.
We're starting with Magic. That's what
right.
that's what I'm talking about. And then I'm picking Worthen right after that. So it's like it was a big thing with me. Love Kareem, love Olajuwon, love Patrick Ewing, Jordan. Cool. But when it comes to basketball, man, it's a lot of players in the game. I didn't grow up with one player.
Right,
but before
right.
Magic, it was definitely, I'm talking about 100% Dr. J.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it hard for you when people say GOAT? Is it hard for you to say the GOAT?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we start to use that like
too much. It's overdone. It's over. Everybody and then people start to try to pick their GOAT without a criteria.
Right.
Like, what's the criteria? Like, it's comics that I see people, oh, he's the GOAT. And I'll be in my mind like, he just called me for this bit.
Right.
How is he the GOAT?
Wow.
Right.
He just got off the phone with me. Are you insane?
Right. The GOAT. And I trip off of how many GOATs there. I remember, dude, my son, when he was about 11, probably 12. 12 years old, he said that Steph Curry was the GOAT. My son is 17 now. He just got off punishment for that about 3 years ago. about 3 days ago. I was like, all right, come on out. You know what I'm saying? Come on out, get you some sunlight.
I think that it's like this in comedy. I remember this comic told me that he was hot. And at the time he was.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, you know the difference between me and you? I've been hot for a long time. Mm-hmm. You just now actually getting hot. I say every 2 or 3 years, I get hot. It'd be a hiatus, then I come out on something else. It'd be a hiatus, then I come out on something else. Hey, man, I done caught fire a lot, bro, over 26 years. Mm-hmm. I take the good with the bad. You're not really a comic to me until you do the summers. See, the summers when no tours are happening, no colleges, no nothing.
Right, gotcha.
Now you got to get in the grind. The pandemic showed everybody where you was at because the comedy clubs, because the theaters wasn't open. So the comedy clubs were only booking designated hitters.
Right. I
know who was in the lineups. From the Improvs to the Heliums to the Funny Bones to Hilarities to Rick Bronson's House of Comedy to all the comedy. I know who was the designated hitters that they was bringing in. We needed, because they needed revenue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We needed ticket sales.
And you need definites.
Yeah, we need definites. We don't need nobody. We don't need no third.
These aren't open mic nights and these.
We ain't doing none of them.
Yeah,
we open the doors for
this ain't
shows.
like when you get to a festival and you're on the third line.
Oh,
like, no. We
need when you
we
get
need
up to
headliners,
bat,
not a line of heads.
All 4 bases.
We need headliners, not a line of heads, bro.
Hey, bro.
How do you feel about comics now? Like, you can get on and make a hot, something on Instagram now, and we've seen a lot of people just kind of cut the line too. It's less now.
The thing about cutting the line, I think that you went and then you peaked.
Right.
And then everything settles down because comics, especially the veterans had to get talked down. I had a lot of conversation with veterans how, man, they stealing our weekends. No, listen to me. Let me give you a different perspective. Comedy, because you own a building. You trying to pay the bills for your building. Mm-hmm. So I can get Big Boy, which is what I really want, on Friday and Saturday. But I need to sustain my building, so I'm going to get this DJ on this night, this DJ on this night, this DJ on this night. But my major nights, this is what I want. People didn't understand. They were getting them people on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Mm-hmm. No different than the Magic Acts. No different than Jake the Snakes. They were trying to fill their roster so then I can build with somebody who that's a designated hitter. You had, because at the time before COVID, you had designated hitter, person who's coming up. designated hitter. Because see, people don't understand about how this works. If Big Boy is my feature, I'm trying to catapult him to the next level. I need him to take that weekend in that weekend before Thanksgiving when people not really coming out.
Right,
that weekend after Christmas when people not coming out. That weekend after New Year's Eve. Father, I need you to take all of those things because I'm trying to build you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that person gets that next headline and slot, even though they're not selling a bunch of tickets, but they will be in 4 years because now they're in the system of being built. What comics don't do is they want to eat off somebody else's plate and they don't want to develop their own. Because, okay, I can go make $5,000 over here, but you can make $1,500 over here practicing.
Right. Do you feel like that's an art that's being lost right now too?
Yeah.
The grind of it?
The grind of it is really heavy in certain places, but like with LA, this grind is different from a Houston grind.
Right. The best tacos.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
So a Houston grind, if you hear, you may get on stage 4 to 7 minutes. But in Houston, I'm on stage for 25 minutes every night.
Gotcha.
So it's gonna take you longer to develop to get to where I'm at. And then once I'm on the road doing different places. So I'm getting more reps than you. Even though you're in here, because there's not even though it's comedy shows every night, it's the quality of it is not as prevalent as somewhere else that's really cultivating what they're doing. I've been getting 20 to 30 minutes every night. It's no way for you to catch me if you're doing 4 to 7 minutes and you're having to hit you're going everywhere doing these 4 to 7 minutes, doing the best stuff that you have.
Right.
I'm doing 20 to 30 minutes and I'm developing stuff, doing good stuff. I'm developing stuff. So once you reach me, I have a lot of stuff. You have the same 4 to 7 minutes that you've been, because you got to go out every night and perform for the industry. I got to just perform for human beings. So I'm getting the leeway to make mistakes.
Do you still get nervous?
Every show.
Right.
Every single show, because I have a healthy respect for the audience. I don't ever think I got it.
You ever had somebody that jumped on stage with, at one point it got a little goofy with Dave Chappelle being attacked?
I was the start of it in 2011.
What happened?
Dude spit in my face and the shenanigans started. That's why I wasn't
oh Lord.
That's why I lost the I'm the reason in Hollywood without even being here. And Eric can attest to this. They used to do your background check at the end, like you go on a show and then they do all the stuff, then they do your background check at the end. I'm the reason why they do your background check up front before they even start the show. I was on a show that was getting ready to come out that I was predicted to win this show. I get into an altercation in Houston. A guy being crazy spit in my face, and it got dark for him and his friends. And it was, and I knew this was gonna be bad for them because I was actually not doing anything. Anybody that was there that night, they was like, "You know how we know he wasn't doing anything? Because he had just broke. It was during Ramadan. I just broke fast. I just ate, and then I came straight to the show. I'm not even at full strength. I'm just going through the show. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And old boy spit in my face, and I immediately prison.
Oh yeah,
it's back to, bro, are you crazy? And him and his friends tried it, and they got in the ambulance that night, and then they filed assault on me.
Oh Jesus Christ!
This is how the background check goes. So when they get ready to run the background check on me to go on the show, I have Stan Broussard is my attorney. I tell true stories. I tell everybody names. Stan Broussard called me and said, "Hey, man, I'm down at the courthouse. They're about to come and arrest you." And I said, "For what?" "Hey, man, you have an assault. You have 4 of them. I'm like, for what? I have no idea what this is for. And in my mind, I know for a fact y'all didn't go down there and foul assault on me in a street fight.
Not at all.
Are y'all crazy? What type of disrespectful, unhonorable nonsense is this that you would spit on a person, jump on the stage, try to fight me, get beat down, and then what you do is go foul assault in secret?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, y'all wild, man. Cause you know what would have happened? That's almost a murder case. Cause you know what would have happened if the police would have tried to pull me over? If I would have got pulled over and they would have tried to take me without me knowing that this exists?
Yeah.
I mean, you crazy. I'm not, man, are you crazy? Man, I'm so hot about it because it's not fair, bro. This is a street. You spit on me. This is a street fight, bro. You're not going to win this with me. So you started it. And then you so cowardly. It's a comic that told that man my name in the proper order, and I don't speak to him to this day. I won the case because it was a lady there that was a female officer that was in the audience.
Wow.
And she was recording. And I always
from 2011, we didn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like that was a blessing. Because now it's everywhere.
And the thing is, I always thank white women for this. Mm-hmm. You know, white women had spit on officers so much that they made it an assault. So when he spit on me, that was the first assault. I never assaulted him. He assaulted me.
Mm.
I never left the stage. So when they jumped on stage, all of them that jumped on stage and got whooped off that stage, I never left my workspace.
Wow.
All this is coming to me. I'm not the aggressor in any of this. That's how I won that case.
Wow.
So you look at it now, you're like, man, I've been there. I've done that. Believe that, man. Yeah. Well, brother, I wish we had more time. They've been looking in the window. That's why I haven't been looking over there. You know what I'm saying? Because I had all kind of stuff I wanted to talk about, man. Let me ask you this, man. Yes, LeBron with the Lakers. Should he stay? Are you familiar with that, or should he go somewhere else?
I don't want to see LeBron nowhere else.
Right.
I want him to just stay here. Hey man, draft that man's son.
Yeah,
Let him play for 2-3 years, win a championship with his son, and going on about his business. Because ain't nobody see the problem with LeBron is this. LeBron, when you play with LeBron, it's like asking a number 1 to become a number 3. Because the ball got to be in his hand. You got to reduce yourself to playing with him.
Right.
And he'll never be able to beat a team that's built. You know what I'm saying? The team that's built, that's drafted well, he'll never be able to beat that team because that team gels together. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is the number 3. Everybody's the number 1, and we looking for the best number 1 option.
It's like a video game all-star. You got it on all-star.
Yeah, so that's why you see Denver, and you're not gonna beat these teams that's gelled together because now everybody has to take a reduced role when you come there to play with him. And the only person that's gonna do that is his son.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Hell yeah, shit. I bet. Yeah, I bet on it. All right, thank you. Now I know what to do, man. Ali Siddiq, thank you for coming into the neighborhood, brother.
Man, thank you for having me. It's
man, my pleasure, brother.
Honor. This is always an honor.
We got to do it again, bro.
Whenever.
This time to bring your boy and your publicist.
We'll kick Eric out.
yeah. And Eric. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for coming into the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. Ali Siddiq up in here, Big Boy's Neighborhood.